triple Olympic champion at Tokyo 2020. She also qualified by ranking, making her second appearance at the finals, having won in 2022. And when you look at the world rankings, 8 for An San, 11 for Michelle Kroppen, you think this is going to be a tight one, but An San has been on stunning form recently.
I think we have to see how they react to the weather, and ultimately the one who's better wins.
It will be An San of Korea to shoot first on target number 1. High arrow into the 9. Great start from Kroppen. This is a repeat of the quarterfinal matchup at the last World Cup stage of the season in Madrid. An San won that one 7-3.
Seeming not happy about that shot as it landed into the 7, but as it's a set system, there's always a shot to come back.
Big opportunity for San to put this out of reach. A 28 set by her, which Kroppen cannot match. So the points will go to An San. This is a bit of a rehearsal arrow then. And she does get it into the 10 for a 27, a 2-0 lead for the Korean. So one difficult arrow. The set system does allow for athletes to recover, but not necessarily within the set. This is the one that you said she wasn't happy with. As we see the rain falling, it's not too heavy at the moment. We get the reaction from her. It was subtle, almost quizzical there. She nodded her head though, giving some indication that she might know what went wrong with that. Did you see anything in particular?
Maybe the shot was a little bit too long. The shot cycle has to be the same. There's a rhythm to archery. Let's call it a dance. That they want to try to emulate every shot.
So An San showing us how to do the dance, leading the way there. And after her first arrow, made a little adjustment to her sight. So that first arrow of the match and of each set, absolutely critical. You must respond to it. 2-0 for An San. Michelle Kroppen gets to start again. Can she start the fight back straight away?
Great start.
So, how does Kroppen react to her first arrow? Went into the 10. As in the first set, the second arrow just hasn't worked out for Kroppen here. Big opportunity for An San to get back, at least on level terms, and she does just that.
The arrows seem to go a little bit to the right, so maybe there's some wind on the field.
Well, a 26 leaves a big hole here to fill for An San. A 9 enough to go 4-0 up. And if she gets a 9, all three going to the right. Not a bad group from her. So she can just shift that over to the left. She looks a little disappointed, but she's 4-0 up in just 2 sets.
Doesn't seem windy right now, but maybe on the shooting line and on the target there's different conditions with the wind. Could be just the direction of the rain as well.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, isn't it? The flag on the target absolutely still, so we kind of get an indication of the wind on the line from the way the rain's falling. And as you can see, the average impact point for both archers just a little bit bigger than it has been so far. And we get a good shot of the rain there from behind Ansan. It looks like it's falling almost directly down, so pretty much wind still everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think they're a little bit confused as well. But nothing that a little side fixing can't fix.
Well, you talked about keeping hands dry, really important in these conditions, especially if you're Michelle KROPPEN. Set number 3, the German trails by 4 points. Perhaps an over-adjustment. We were going right in the last set. The writing could be on the wall for Michelle KROPPEN. She mustn't let her head go down here. Is it enough?
We'll have to wait 2 arrows more, then we'll see.
Well, that leaves a little opening. Both shooting an 8 and a 9 for 17 out of a possible 20. And the confusion is still there. So this could be an opportunity for KROPPEN. Can she find the middle? One left, one right. That's in the middle, but only enough for a 9. And another 26. 10 for the win for Ansan. Can she do it in 3 sets? Oh, that's just outside as well. The 26 and the set points are shared in set number 3. Ansan just 1 away from the target score of 6. It must be torture for archers who go out there and they feel they executed the shots well, they've got their aim right, but they're just not going into the middle. You talk about confusion. Surely that's a terrible thing to suffer from if you're on the shooting line.
It is definitely frustrating.
Well, we look at this final shot. Anything there that you see didn't look good?
I'm not a recurve expert, but I saw that everything was perfectly fine.
Yeah, so hence the confusion. She looks like she thought it was fine as well. Well, did she give that a little bit too much, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe she overcompensated by aiming a little bit higher than she was supposed to.
A missed opportunity, perhaps, for Ansan, and a reprieve for Michelle KROPPEN. Set number 4. A must-win set for the German. Ouch. It's not one of those times you need a commentary box view. My expert commentator wincing at the 7 delivered by Michelle KROPPEN. Now you can see the piece of string along on the front of the bow blowing from right to left, so there is some wind on the shooting line, and maybe that has been playing its part. Ansan looks confident. She goes high 9, it's enough.
I think it's very changing conditions there. I see them adjusting their sight basically every arrow.
Solid 2 10s to finish for KROPPEN, but she's not been able to shoot above 27 in the match. A 9 is enough for a 28, and bagging both the points in the 4th set for a 7-1 victory. Changeable conditions made for a very interesting match, but holding her nerve. Ansan from Korea joins teammate Kang in the semi-finals at Nanjing 2025. We look on, and Sam will be pleased she's made it through. But it looks like, well, yesterday we had changeable conditions because of the wind mainly. Now it seems to be both the rain and the wind causing problems.
Yeah, especially for recurve, I think it's a little harder. They have to keep their hands very dry because they're using a tab, so to not let their fingers slip off the string. Definitely will get a little bit harder as the matches go along.
We'll get a good close-up of the bowstring hand of Anne San. It all looks pretty solid. She gets up to full draw onto the clicker and then just pushes and pulls her way through the clicker before releasing the arrow. But she faced some challenges in that match.
Definitely a warm-up, but she still has at least 2 matches ahead.
Well, it looks like after all of that, her sight is still set over to the right. Distance, average distance from the centre, just under 3 centimetres. And we saw a lot of her arrows flying to the right. Little bit of frustration shown from Anne San, which is quite unusual, to be fair to her. But she's done enough to take a win, get through to the semi-final. 7-1 victory for Anne San over Michelle.